Today we'll be interviewing Elaine Mukooza for our director's interview.
Hello.
So Elaine, what have you learned about the technologies from the processes of constructing the product?
For the research days, the technologies I use to help me research the genre of espionage thriller is I use a website called Pearl&Dean to research different espionage thrillers to compare the audience who came to watch the films and find out what the age rate and gender would be who would most likely watch espionage thrillers, so that I can discover what our target audience would be for our final product. Also, we used YouTube to watch trailers of espionage thrillers to pick out the key conventions of espionage thrillers that we can use for our ideas to make our final product. Furthermore, we used Blogger to put up our audience research we did to find out who our target audience would be for our opening sequence by using Pearl&Dean to compare between different espionage thrillers and calculating who would be our audience.
Okay, can you please tell me about the next stage?
For the planning stage, the technologies we use to plan for our final product is that we use Wix to make our group blog, so we'll keep up to date on what we have done, and in the blog we put everything that is relevant to constructing our opening sequence, such as on the blog we posted who will be our actors and what locations we will be using and other mise-en-scène such as costume and props for our opening sequence, and we made a production log showing what we have been doing to create our final product.
Can you please tell me the third stage?
For the construction stage, the technologies we use to construct our opening sequence is that we use my Canon 11D to film our opening sequence, so that it will be a better quality footage, and we will be able to experiment with the lighting and the focus, so that we would be able to use more cinematography skills into our final product. Also, we use a tripod so that while filming our opening sequence, it will keep the camera steady and we will be able to avoid the camera shake into our final product.
Tell me about your fourth stage.
For the post-production stage, the technologies we use to edit our final product is that we use Final Cut Express to edit our footage and add the transitions such as fade in and fade out. And we also added a punch sound effects such as for the fight scene when the male protagonist gets attacked. We did this by using a voiceover in Final Cut, and then we'll actually make the sound. And also we used After Effects to make our titles for our opening sequence, such as the title we made for our film, The Observer. We did a matrix kind of background, and we had the title shattering in together. And also we used YouTube to search for other possibly art choices that we could have used for our opening sequence.
Thank you very much. Can you please tell me about your final stage?
For the evaluating stage, the technologies I use to evaluate my final product is that I use Prezi to represent our characters and the social groups that are represented in our opening sequence, which was answering question 2 on my evaluation, and I also used Prezi to answer question 3 on my evaluation, which was to discuss our institutional logo and how it represents our independent thriller. And also, I used my Canon 300D to record my DVD commentary for question 4 and 5 for my evaluation, which was to talk about our target audience and how we addressed our audience. Also, for the evaluation stage, I used Blogger to analyze and compare the differences between my preliminary task that I did a while ago and our final product, and discuss what I have learned and improved on while making our thriller opening sequence. Also, I used YouTube to make my YouTube annotation for my evaluation to discuss the conventions that I developed and challenged in our final product. And finally, I made this director's interview. Thank you.
Thank you for the director's interview, Elaine.
You're welcome.
And this is it for our film news. Thank you.